Hey YouTube, this is Southern Purple One, and welcome to Boots on the Ground for Saturday morning. Sorry I didn't have one up for Friday, but I am busy prepping. I hope you are working your butt off trying to get things done for what's coming. A lot of you wanted me to email you when the water straws came in. They are in. I'll put a link to them. I'm not going to individually email you because your email is probably 1,000 or 2,000 emails back, and I can't find you all, so better just to give you a blast. So, appreciate your support. Let's get right into it for Boots on the Ground. This person just listed a bunch of stuff that we're missing from the grocery store. It's weird. Simple things that 3 years ago, 4 years ago, we would have never thought would be missing from a grocery store. But one of them is several stores that they've been checking the Pure Leaf Sweet Tea. A little thing, but something that they really wanted. Also hard to get Milo Sweet Tea, another brand. Dollar Tree has no bleach. And it's hard to find large things of water. You might say, Dave, why are you even reporting these little things? Because it's tons and tons of little things I'm getting from people. So I wanted to include that. Minute things that you would say, oh, that's no important, just pick another brand. It is important because if it's not in the store, there's a problem with logistics, there's a problem with supply, and eventually that means people might be getting laid off. This person, lasagna, they buy, I think it's a frozen lasagna. They've enjoyed this particular brand for 25 years. We got one today. Had little resemblance of what they used to make. Everything, quality is going down. This is a hospital in eastern North Carolina running out of heart monitor, the electrode stickers. This is totally important. If you have a heart attack, if you have any type of problem, they put you up onto a machine and they can read what's going on. Without these stickers, you're not going to get the care you need. Shortage of IV Ativan and IV dextrose. They do have not as bad the Ativan pill, but when you need it and you can't take a pill because you can't swallow, or you're having a seizure or another problem, you need the IV, and they're short on it. This person needed a tow. They broke down and they were outside Chicago in the suburbs area, and they called their State Farm roadside service, and it took 4 hours to get hold of one of their approved towing service providers, and they couldn't come. So then they had to go outside of the approved providers. I guess they had permission, and it took 5 hours for them to get a tow truck. Simple things in life are becoming hard to do. Indianapolis. This is a small company. New employees are being hired at a much higher salary than long-term employees just to be able to get the workers. Now what is causing a problem is these experienced workers are finding out from people in the company, and they're quitting in droves. Oakland. I saw the video. Astonishing. This is a nice metal security gate. Actually a fence. People saw them being taken apart and being stolen. They called the police. 20 minutes later, a cop showed up. He pulled up, looked around, didn't see anything, didn't bother calling the complainer back and saying, hey, where are they exactly? Because he could have told them. He drove off. They continued to come and continue to take the fence apart. They took 10 panels at $400 a shot. So that's $4,000 was taken in just a short period of time. The neighbors that saw it occurring said the cops don't care. They put this as a low priority crime. But this was put in there by taxpayers to keep the homeless people from going underneath bridges. Crime is just not being, cared for, and so it's emboldening criminals, and it's going to become the Wild West very soon. This is a medical field. New computers for the medical field. Lead time 6 to 7 months out. This is Flagstone, Arizona. Walmart. The meat section's empty, but he looked at the thermometers inside that's built into the cases, and they were all at the proper temperature. He says eggs here have gone up 50% in 3 days. I want you to pay attention to the percentage of increase. This one, 50%. This guy does mobile RV services for RVs. Usually, this is a busy time of the year where he gets 10 to 20 phone calls a day. Now, most days he's getting 0 phone calls. People are not using their RVs because they're expensive, so he's not having to work on them. This is Walmart, Northeast Ohio. Last week, the 80-20 ground beef was $13 for a 4.5 pound package. Today, 18.72%, huge increase. Their rotisserie chickens last year were $4, now $8.50. That's doubling in price. North Carolina, this poor person's vehicle has been down for 4 months, still waiting on parts to fix the transmission. 4 months. Could you survive without your primary vehicle being down for 4 months? This person has a small dog that requires medication. The medication's out for the small pill, so the vet's been giving the big pills. They've been cutting them in half. Now the big pill is out, so they don't know what they're going to do for their dog that needs this medication. Also, heartworm used to cost $5.60 per dose. $5.60. Today it is $7.80 per dose. That is 39%. 39%. This person sent me some pictures of a Walmart in the Lake Wales, Florida area. This was July 29th. They are filling shelves in the cosmetic and personal hygiene area with the big packs of paper towels. They said this makes no sense at all to me. Well, it makes sense because they're out of personal hygiene items, they're out of cosmetic items, so they're trying to make those shelves look full. This is Las Vegas. Las Vegas City has declared an emergency. They only have 50 days of water left. This is a Kroger. They sent me pictures of it. The buns were still in the big box that they used then to put them on the shelf. They were moldy in the big box. Incredible. This is Menards, I think they're called, Central Illinois. The one particular store called in their 4 department heads and fired them. The reason is sales are down $1.25 million in that store alone this quarter. Word is they're not going to replace those managers, and more people will be losing their jobs. They're trying to get more profitable. Let's go to rural Oregon. Shelves at my local Dollar General, some of them are completely empty. Eggs were $3.95 on the checkout sticker. When they got to the register, they were $4.49. My sister-in-law is a caretaker now for disabled people. She has really no experience, and I don't even think she has a high school education or diploma. She was the only one to apply for this job in the last 3 months, so they hired her. But the good thing is she's getting paid $25.50 because they're desperate for workers. So good for her. I hope she enjoys it. They said, feels like we're living in the opening scenes of the End of the World movie. This is a Costco in California. Stores are stocked, so that's good news. No noticeable gaps in the food area. Ground beef is $2.99 a pound. That's a good price for my area. The only bad news, they said prices are up for most food-related goods at least 10%. This is a Taco Bell in Denver. No drinks at all. They went to the Popeyes drive-thru. They had no Coke, no Diet Coke. Didn't even ask about anything else. I guess they just left. Then they went to Garbinzo Mediterranean fast food yesterday, and the sign says taking cash only, so no credit cards or debit cards. Walmart, Southern Indiana. This person said their shipping containers are lined up on the entire length of the parking lot, 2 deep, and in some places 3 deep. They did notice inside the store elderly workers that are visibly past retirement age, I guess return to work. They're assuming maybe just to make ends meet because everything is going up in cost. I tried to find seeds last month and already were none in the store. This is sausage. The price was $3.32. Used to be. Today, $4.48. That's a 36% increase. Central Virginia, Richmond suburbs, Walmart. Their parking lot is full of at least 25 shipping containers. These containers are coming from the influx that were at sea or stuck at port during the lockdown, and now they're coming across. What I have been hearing, though, is after this stuff is brought in, sold, there's not a lot of other stuff coming because of the additional lockdowns that China has been doing. Also, this is Alabama Walmart. These people bought Jiffy corn bread mix. They opened the box up immediately. Best by date was 9/30/2022. So really, it's a very short time period. These ones had bugs inside. As soon as they opened them, there was bugs. I get a lot of things where bugs are inside. I don't know because they've been sitting too long. I work for a company out west that builds add-on parts for big rig engines, so semi-engines. This week, I was tasked with making a batch of specialty wiring harnesses to connect to one of our units to the truck computer. I was limited in how many harnesses I could build based on the number of connectors we had on hand. Our primary supplier is back ordered 48 weeks. My manager is scrambling to see if there's any other options available. This is 48 weeks of not getting the parts they're going to need. Hopefully they can do a workaround. This is Pennsylvania. I think it's Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania. They have a medical issue that require a neurological exam and probably an MRI. On June 22nd, my primary care physician provided the referral to a network of neurologists. The neurologist's office told me the entire network is not scheduling any new patients until 2023. So that's at least 6 months wait and maybe longer to get an appointment. If you're not hearing a recurring theme of medical is collapsing, shortages, make sure you take care of anything you need now. If you have a problem medically, get on that list to get seen. This guy went to the Cadillac dealer for services for his vehicle, only had 5 cars in the new car lot and only 1 in the showroom. This is Honda ATV production. They're short some parts and they've been down, and now they got an additional, I guess, memo saying there's another 4 days of not being able to make these Honda ATVs because they're lacking some parts. So they're shut down the line. Walmart, this guy sent me a picture. I think a year ago, eggs $1. Today, same eggs $3. That's a 200% increase. So you hear it, 200%. This is Five Guys Burger. I've gone there a lot. Last time I went was probably 6 months ago, and I said I will not go back again just because of their high prices. Like 6 months ago, I didn't think I got my money's worth. But this guy buys a single cheeseburger, small fries, and a medium drink. It was $14 and change. Now it is $18.01. I won't be going back. I can't justify the expense anymore, and I second that. This is Alabama. My husband works for a huge company that has headquarters out of Germany. They pay their employees bi-weekly. They were not paid today. We don't know if it's a problem with the computer system or what. There's about 600 workers at that particular place. I'm very eager for a follow-up to see if it was just a one-day glitch. This person took my son and his girlfriend to lunch at our local restaurant. 2 cheeseburgers and a club sandwiches, 3 Cokes. $71. Will not be going back. Also said the Michigan corn is not good. They need rain. But he did confirm that sweet corn in his area is $1 an ear. This lady, this is an old order Mennonite. This lady took an extra bushel of her green beans to a vegetable auction nearby. It sold for $99. Her cut was $80. I'm hearing a lot of these auctions, the prices are extremely high. I guess maybe because if you provide a quality food, people want to pay for it. This is Beaverton, Oregon. Little mini raviolis in a can. 88 cents 3 months ago. The can now is $1.24 today. That is a 41% increase. This is Australia. This is was just on the evening news. They just said electric prices are going to double. Australia has very high, one of the highest electrical prices for rates already, so they're going to get more. Also, mortgage rates expected to rise again next week. Rates are reviewed every month in Australia. It's killing the housing markets there. Northern Illinois, near the Wisconsin border. The Girl Scouts of Greater Chicago and Northeast Indiana had to just cancel the remaining camp for the Girl Scouts due to staff shortages. The local Jewel grocery store, they have in their deli counter are no longer including the price for their cut meats and cheeses. You just have to buy it and then find out how much it is. I guess it's changing so rapidly they've taken all the prices out. The only prices you'll see if they have something on sale, then they'll include this sale price. Also, they were buying sausage now instead of bacon. Their price was $3.99, but today it was $6.49, and that's for the sausage. That is a 63% increase. They say grocery prices are becoming very worrisome. As school starts and the free breakfast and lunch that the school provided last year are ending per an email from the school last week. So that will hurt a lot of kids that can't get proper meals at their house. One thing I don't mind is paying taxes that will feed people. We have enough money to send to Ukraine, but we're probably not going to have enough money to feed kids. A shame. I live in Northern California, but I am close to Central Valley where lots of food is grown. Good news, agricultural activity looks normal this time of year. Lots of truck traffic. Stores are stocked. But here's the bad news. Eggs at the grocery store are now $5 a dozen, and that's not for organic. Boneless chicken thighs, $5.26 per pound. Half and half is $3.75 a quart. I'm starting to drink my coffee black. Lots of empty storefronts, reduced hours for stores, reduced menus at restaurants. Also, I can confirm lots of help wanted signs, but not a lot of real hiring. They also said I'm following your advice and are cultivating a relationship with local growers. However, the prices are not cheap. Yesterday, I bought the following: okra, $4 a pound. Heirloom tomatoes, $4 a pound. This is South Jersey Food Pantry. They had to shut down until they can fill their shelves again. They say their costs are up 20%, and freight transportation costs have doubled. This is an electrical farm company, tractor company. It's in Windsor, Windsor, California. They had a layoff because they can't get the chassis necessary to build the tractors, and these chassis come out of India. Some good news. A lot of truckers on I-95 going north and south. This is from Orlando to South Carolina. I live in a small town in Iowa. The First National Bank has been here since I was born, and that was in the early 1950s. And it just closed both of their locations, so none of their ATMs are working. Another store has their money order machines been down for 2 months and can't get it fixed. I can't ride my e-scooter because the streets are going to hell. Their words. Potholes. The cops don't pull anyone over anymore. It is all falling apart, and all the king's men and king's horses will not be able to put it back together again. This is Walmart. This is rubbing alcohol. They bought it last year for $1. It is now $2.68 for the exact same one. That is a 168% increase. Also, Tractor Supply cat food went from $22 last week to $25 this week. That's a 13.59%. Rural King scratch grain for chickens. Last week 12%, now 15%. That's a 25% increase. Oil changes. My last oil change was in the range of $60 to $65. That would be a synthetic oil. This week, $95. That is a 25% plus increase. This is a couple was traveling from Texas to Florida with a trailer. I think they had to go pick up a Jeep. They were on I-10. They said many semi-trucks, but not many RVs. They had trouble with their trailer. 3 different people stopped to help them. They finally got a tire shop, but the tire shop would have been closed by the time they got there. But they stayed open late to take care of them. They put 4 new tires on the trailer, did not overcharge them for this. They did tip the people that did the work for them, so that was awesome. They said good people are out there and good people helped them. So that's a positive note. You be one of those good people. If you see something going on, don't say, someone else will take care of it. If the Lord gets your eyes to see a problem that you could easily fix, you fix it, because He's giving you probably a test to see if you're going to do what He says to do. Help somebody. People need help. People are desperate. I'm getting emails that will make you cry. The desperation, the loneliness, the pain of people can't affording medicine, can't affording food, scared to death about heating oil coming up if they live up north. These are a lot of people that are on fixed incomes that are getting decimated, destroyed by this inflation that our politicians have created for us. Thanks for watching.